Welcome back to Building Matiki. In this episode, a lot of things are happening. A lot of exciting things are happening. First off, we draped her in some 6-ounce fiberglass cloth. You can still see some bare wood right here. How we're holding it in place is just some regular masking tape. One of the key points about attaching fiberglass, especially in dimensions like this, if you want one solid area, is you need some extra set of hands. And I got really lucky here. I had the father and son combo straight out of North Florida, and these guys rocked and rolled. We were just flying through it. What I really like about applying fiberglass on bare wood is you really see the line where it has enough saturation and where it's still completely bare. I mean, look at this right here. It does not get easier than that. You really know if you have enough fiberglass on, enough epoxy on there. If you're using different kind of cloth like the 1708, which is a real thick mat, it does not work like that. One of the concerns about putting fiberglass on bare wood is that the bare wood will suck too much epoxy in it, and it will suck the epoxy out of the mat, out of the fiberglass cloth, and you get air bubbles. This can be seen before it cures. Once it's cured and you do not have any air bubbles, you know you did a good job. You could apply epoxy on the wood first and then fiberglass later, but you get a better bond if you do it all in one process. Sometimes that's not available, but if it does, that's how I would go. Next step was fairing, and I am talking a lot of fairing. We did a total of, I think, 4 to 5 coats and had to sand the whole boat every time in between. We thought it was gonna take us maybe a week, 4 or 5 days, but I think it ended up being like a whole month. It really helps out if you have somebody who has experience putting up drywall, because those guys, they're just good at, what you call this in English? Spachteln in German. Fairing. That's what we're doing, fairing. They have to fair too, so it's really handy to have somebody who's just an all-around good contractor, as I was lucky that I had. At the end of the day, I'm really happy how it turned out. Of course, it could be better, but it's just not made out of a mold. But for a wooden boat, I am amazed how good of a job we done. Yeah, that's really it. So after what seems like forever, we finally started putting on the tow rails, and we are actually on our last piece. We used some oak, routed the edges, give a little 45-degree angle right here. And that's how it looks when it's attached. And now we still got this long one to go, and this will be the last one. Hatches there, everything getting there. Yes, sir. Oh, one thing worth pointing out, we made ourselves a little gauge. Looks like nothing, but one goes on the side right here, and one goes like that. And then you have the perfect fit all along the edge. Simple but ingenious. That guy came up with it. Can you see me? Yeah, there he is. Looks like Jesus. Mike, you look like Jesus. The sun is behind you. Yeah. Jesus. We're in Alabama. Don't forget about the Jesus. Well, so it's a beautiful Saturday morning, I think it's Saturday. It's early, my alarm rang early. And today's the day where the girl's gonna get some primer on her. And the primer's white. Let me see, oh, there we go. And the primer is white, and therefore, it should change how she looks significantly. We kind of get an idea how she looks. Sorry it's so dark, but look, outside, it's still dark. Max is still in bed too, lazy bastard. bloody hell, Blade. But yeah, super excited. Wake and bake, wake and bake. So we had a little bit of prepping left to do, a little bit of sanding, as always. The amount of sanding that we've been doing in this project is ridiculous. And I think that's kind of like the main reason that turns people off. After about 2 months, 3 months of sanding, almost anybody that I met is just over it. Completely over it. And I don't blame them, because I'm over it too. So we got here is the primer. It's epoxy prime coat. It needs a thorough mixing. It's a 2-part product. You mix this into here, let it stand for 20 minutes, and then you add the thinner, the brushing thinner. Interlux 2333N. I don't want to call out no names. Yeah, exciting days. Then we pour it in here. Man, we're just making commercials for everything right now.
Still got a trough that needs to be done, right?